We're here at the historic Warner Grand Theater in San Pedro, California. Built in 1930, the Warner Grand is one of 3 lavish Art Deco palaces built by famed architect B. Marcus Pratica. Steeped in rich history, the Warner Grand has been home to thespians, orchestras, and some say, even ghosts.
There is a hidden realm, hidden from those who don't wish to know the unknowable. Where the spirit world meets the real world. Where the light meets the dim. We are a team of paranormal investigators who are not content to sit quietly by waiting for phenomenon to present itself. We will instigate. We will aggravate. We will infuriate. We are Ghost Provokers. With me, as always, is Dr. David Jordan. Doctor, what can you tell us about the Warner Grand?
Well, everyone knows that stage actors are emotionally charged, irrational parasites that feed off of applause and praise. So that's why theaters like this are such a magnet for paranormal activity.
Now, witnesses have even reported disembodied voices saying, "Don't upstage me, and you're f***ing with my eyeline during live shows." Well, tonight, the ghosts are going to perform for their most unruly and crass audience ever. Us. We were met by Lee Sweet, the caretaker of the theater, and he graciously gave us a guided tour through some of the history of this truly grand location.
The theater opened in January 20th, 1931, and was a mecca for the Hollywood elite and world-class musicians and even vaudeville performers.
That's amazing. I mean, you must feel truly honored to be essentially the keeper of the keys of this legendary cathedral.
It's okay, I guess.
And what's even more amazing is that back in 1945, during World War II, it was purported that a ring of Nazi spies was cornered in this theater by CIA operatives, and the ensuing bloodbath resulted in 13 dead and a reel of microfilm that was...
That never happened.
Oh my God! I'm talking! When the camera's pointed at me and my lips are moving, that means I'm addressing my viewers.
Sorry.
Anyways, even with all the controversy surrounding these events, one still has to wonder, do the spirits of these dead Nazis still roam these premises?
One of our resident spirits here is an old vaudeville performer named Giggles Lillane.
Yes, we heard about him. He's a comedian, he's a pratfall artist, and he's also an accordionist. He played the accordion.
Yes, yeah, and he was also an acclaimed ventriloquist. In fact, I happen to have the dummy he used on stage. Meet Johnson.
Every TV show I watched as a kid had an episode about a possessed dummy. Twilight Zone, Alfred Hitchcock Presents, The Brady Bunch. They wouldn't make so many shows about that shit unless it was for real. That's super. Why don't you box that thing up and lock it back in the basement where it belongs, okay?
It makes sense that Scott is freaked out by the dummy. He is deathly afraid of small men.
So Lee, why don't you tell us about the theater's most celebrated ghost, the critic Gideon Pyle?
Oh, gladly. Mr. Pyle was a very famous critic. He reviewed everything from film to stage to anything in between. He frequented the building quite a lot.
And even though he died in 1971, some say he still turns a critical eye to the stage even today.
True. In fact, many people have said they've seen a shadowy figure sitting right here in this chair.
Oh, so this was his favorite seat?
Yep. He used to love to sit right in this chair every time he reviewed something. And he also liked sweets. He'd frequently have desserts with him every time he was reviewing.
Oh, so this is perfect. We can use that as a trigger object and maybe set some dessert right here and maybe we'll get a reaction from him.
Why don't you just sit down instead?
What are you talking about?
You're such a candy ass, it's bound to attract him like a huge magnet.
I swear to God, if he wasn't my wife's brother, I'd shove that video camera so far up his behind he'd be throwing up MPEGs for weeks. There's another spirit which haunts the Warner Grand, that of an ingenue dancer who tragically disappeared in the 50s. However, Mr. Sweet's story was interrupted by a certain insipid team member's own vivid tale of sordid dealings with an exponentially more tragic dancer.
And this little item is of particular interest.
Ooh, that is beautiful. What is it?
That is Gideon Pyle's Lifetime Achievement Award. It's our most prized possession.
That's fantastic. Spirits often use things that were important to them in life and draw energy from it to manifest themselves.
You know, this would be a perfect trigger object in our investigation tonight. Would you mind ever so much if we were to borrow this for the evening?
Well, if you promise to take care of it, it's very valuable. It was donated to the theater a long time ago.
Absolutely. Hey, do you think I'd get a reaction from the spirit if I were to actually drop this or something? I need you to sign right here. I need you to initial here. Sign your name. And initial here, here, and here. As the sun set in the distance, we knew it was time to drop our proverbial pants and moon the evil spirits that haunted this epic theater. We placed a delicious offering in Gideon Pyle's favorite chair, turned down the house lights, and began our investigation. Just to give you at home an idea, we're shooting in complete darkness right now. We cannot see a thing. Luckily, we have night vision cameras, so we can use these little monitors to see where we're going. Otherwise, we'd be knocking our heads around in the dark. Now, just to give the audience at home an idea, Dave, we're going to turn off our cameras right now so you can see the pitch black that we have to deal with.
All right, let me know when you're ready.
Okay.
Okay, mine's off.
Oh, shit. Yeah, there were stairs there, man.
A heads up with a knife.
Our team has had issues with motion detectors in the past.
Slowly now.
Really slow. You don't want anything to set these off.
This time, I've hooked up the motion detectors to film cameras and spread them all around the theater. If something moves, we'll capture it.
Dude.
What the f*** was that?
That was my motion camera.
Why did it flash?
Because it took your picture.
No, why did it flash? I mean, I thought we had infrared cameras.
These were cheaper. For the price of one infrared camera, I bought 86 of these disposable flash cameras.
Was that?
I'm sorry, but that's just too good a math.
Dave, how many of these did you set up?
Just a couple. Oh, I set up all of them.
God damn it!
Okay, now we're gonna check in on our dessert trigger objects to see if Gideon Pyle has made an appearance. Oh my God, look at this! Look at this! The ding-dongs are gone!
This is amazing.
Oh my God, it's amazing! This is what I'm talking about, see? For all you naysayers out there and non-believers who claim there's no such things as ghosts, all you have to do is look at the evidence. Here! Undeniable proof that there is an afterlife.
I ate those things as soon as his back was turned. This isn't doing my hangover any favors.
Jim, you hear that?
I don't hear... What?
Oh my God, this could be the ghost of the critic we could be hearing. Knockings from the spirit world. Oh my God. Did you hear that?
What?
No, shh. It sounds like it's coming from right in this area.
Ben!
Oh, Jesus! Christ, what the
Hey, this is the orchestra pit.
Yeah, no sh**!
God, why are you freaking out so
Mother!
much?
Turn that off! Turn it off!
When do I get my break?
God, Jesus, Mother! Hey!
Dude, hurry up.
Stop pressuring me.
God! Jesus!
first few times a dummy moved, that was me. But I only moved him once.
I'm tired of this freaking doll! Exit stage right, Chauncey! Get out! Stupid! Not so funny anymore, are you? That was your final performance, Chauncey.
Wow, we've been walking for hours. It's getting late.
So that's what we do all the time.
Yeah, but I'm getting thirsty.
So grab some water and shut up.
You're not thirsty?
And no, I'm just trying to hear myself think.
I could go for a beer.
No, not a beer. Something better than a beer, Scott. Aren't you thirsty?
No, I'm not thirsty, for the love of God. Okay. Yes, Dave, I'm very thirsty. Against my better judgment, I agreed to endorse product on the show to bring in extra cash. When my energy gets low, nothing picks me up like a screaming demon.
I just love a screaming demon. Yeah. Come on.
Hey, the economy's pretty tough right now, and poking ghosts can get pretty expensive. Especially how we do it.
Hey, class! Who's tossing your cookies now? Some of our airtight waivers signed by former clients were a little leaky. I don't even know whose this is, and I don't care! Needless to say, we need more money to pay for a better lawyer.
Yeah, join the lawsuit. I'm suing for my dignity.
How does it taste?
Oh, God, like shit. Like the devil. It tastes great!
Let me try.
I like the taste.
That screaming demon sure put a spring back in my step with its horrible great taste. Screaming Demon, the official energy drink of the Ghost Provokers.
Horrible great taste. Horrible great taste. Ah!
We are contractually obligated to drink this all night.
I hope you're happy. My damn stomach will never be the same.
Is the room spinning to you?
God damn it, it is now. Now, as we were trying to tell you earlier, before Tiny Dickens here wove his own tale of terror, is that the Grand hosts yet another spirit by the name of Claudette Ingerborgen. Dave, Mr. Sweet told you a story about her. What can you tell us?
Well, she was a talented young ingenue who danced in a chorus line on this very stage. Tragically, in '54, she disappeared and no body was ever found.
It was said that she hung out with mob types. Maybe she ran afoul of one of them or saw something she wasn't supposed to see and...
What we do know is that people have reported seeing her spirit on this very stage, probably trying to recapture her lost, denied youth.
It's sad. It's so sad. Well, let's get started.
Claudette, if you are here, give us a sign of your presence.
Claudette, Scott Butterfield here. Were you killed by one of your mobster boyfriends? Knock once for yes, twice for no, please.
She was murdered.
All right, Claudette. We know that you're a talented dancer. Can you mimic the sound I'm making now?
This one's a little harder.
No, listen. It's like this. No! God, Jesus, come on! All right, sweetheart, here we go. One more time. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Think we solved the mystery of your disappearance, honey. You died on stage.
Dave is about to unveil one of his latest inventions in ghost detection. Now, Doctor, what can you tell us about this?
Well, this is a laser grid emitter that have become increasingly popular among ghost hunters. They use it to detect subtle shifts in light which could indicate the presence of a phantom. However, often the results are inconclusive.
Oh, why is that?
Well, generally because the lasers that they use are often so weak. However, I've supercharged this one and tuned the emitter so that it casts a wider net.
Well, I'm sorry, wait a second. You've supercharged the laser.
Yeah, I have supercharged it, but it's perfectly safe as long as you don't look directly into it. Safety is my primary concern.
Heard that before.
What?
I'm sorry, what I meant to say was your inventions suck.
There we go. There. See?
Whew, actually, that looks pretty impressive.
Looks like a grave.
Alright, we're going to let this thing go for about 60 minutes or so, and then we can come back, check the data logs, see if we got it.
All right, in the meantime, we're going to go back downstairs and continue our investigation. We had to draw out the ghost of Gideon Pyle. I could think of no better way to tempt him than with a tour de force performance by one of America's greatest unknown talents. I don't know if you know this about me or not, but I was a pretty fine actor and performer in college. I was part of a group called the Silly Heads, and our troupe went around entertaining children with song and dance and silly stories. Unfortunately, I had to give it up because of an uncontrollable clenching of my buttocks whenever I performed for an audience. It got so painful sometimes I'd pass out right there in the middle of the stage.
My sister showed me some old videos of Scott's acting back in college. Watching it is like having my scrotum repeatedly kicked in by a group of drunken fat kids. Yeah, it's like that. Good night, as sweet repose and rest come to the heart, as that within my breast.
Oh, wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied?
What satisfaction canst thou have tonight?
The exchange of thy love's faithful vow for mine.
Oh, dude.
Still no response from Gideon. It was time to up the ante. I'm also going to perform a deeply personal piece. It's called the Carnival Lament. It's an interpretive dance I created in college that so wowed the students that it's still performed there to this day.
Yeah, we make freshman pledges perform that awful piece of crap as an initiation to get into our house. It usually washes out 3 or 4 recruits.
If that doesn't impress Gideon, he's either asleep or dead. I gotta get back. I finish up this magical performance with a song that will leave everyone gasping.
Just remember in the winter, far beneath the bitter snow, lies the seed that with the sun's love in the spring becomes the rose.
Oh, God! Oh, God damn! Oh.
I knew deep down that he was nothing but a vile, twisted shell of the man he once was. And once again, the Ghost Provokers have exposed the spirit for the devil's ass-sucking nightmare he truly is. Besides, he wouldn't know true talent if it came up and spat in his smug face.
Gideon Pyle, fraud! Since we artfully revealed your true colors, I see no reason to honor your ill-gotten award any longer! See you in hell, you soulless prick!
Did you get that? That was awesome! Jeez. Oh. Once again, Ghost Provokers prove that with science and brilliant investigative technique that all those other ghost hunting shows suck ass! You got any final words about tonight?
Hospital.
The curtain falls on another investigation. And though we suffered the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, we gladly threw ourselves once more unto the breach to prove that spirits were full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. And like famous footprints set in cement, we happy few paranormal investigators shall be honored above all else. All shall remember the Ghost Provokers. Wait, I feel like we're forgetting something.
Sweet generous. How about Cameron? Susan, you're out. Don't forget the guys at Knox. Jim and Sean and Sam and Jessica. They're not cheapskates. A shout out to Matt and the San Diego Ghost Hunters. Thank you, Mama. Some money on a potato.